because part one did so well, I'm gonna go ahead and drop a part two of how to improve with 5 big tips, bro. Wait a minute. Just because I know a lot of you guys don't actually have the option to be on low ping, I'm gonna throw in a few tips that can help you on high ping, because these past few days I've been playing nothing but high ping. Yes, right now my ping is fairly low, but it has been pretty cooked these past few days due to a move. So let's get right into it. I'm actually going to start with these high ping tips. Now, being a high ping player is definitely difficult. Like, I played on it for the past few weeks, and I've been trying to improve as best as I can. And on top of that, trying to get, whatever streaming done I need to do, and it was miserable. I was on 50, 60 to 150 ping, and I don't know how some people can play on that, bro. But overall, the best thing to do while being on high ping is remembering how you can actually still play fast around 50 to 60 ping and still play angles just as well as you could if you was on low ping. I got a few clips on screen of me playing high ping, and every single clip I am playing an angle unless I'm just playing against a friend, but I'm still playing fast while playing angles, knowing that my ping is worse. Playing fast can counter some of it. If you're faster than the other person, then their ping kind of just doesn't really matter because you're just doing everything before them. Another thing that can help out a lot is actually optimizing your computer for input delay. I feel like having the best delay also correlates to having good ping. It definitely helps, because if you're doing everything quick and it's all happening fast, that's really good for, you, right? Because you're on high ping, so having high delay as well as high ping is also a huge problem. Now that we're on the topic of actually high ping, I quickly want to show something called a Cat8 Ethernet cord. It's actually one of the fastest Ethernet cords you can get, so highly recommend getting a Cat8 Ethernet cord. They could run pretty expensive. I think 100 foot is like $40, $50, but definitely worth it. This can help your speeds out a little bit. I've known people that went from playing hard 20 to 30 ping to like 5 just off an Ethernet cord, and I know that sounds insane, and a lot of you guys are gonna be like, yeah, there's no way, but it's true. Having a good Ethernet could help a lot. I'm not gonna talk about this for long, but even downloading something like Gear Up Booster can actually help improve your ping tremendously, buddy. Tremendously, okay? Like, these apps genuinely do help, and a lot of people don't understand how, but they help, okay? They really do. Keep in mind, this isn't going to make your ping go from 500 trying to play EU servers living in California to 20. You got to understand, like, servers still do matter a little bit, but this can help stabilize ping, if not reduce your ping. I do use Garrett Booster, and it brings my ping down quite well. And if it's not improving my ping, it's keeping it stable from packet loss and everything like that. So if you'd like to try this out, the download is in the description, and I'm giving away a few memberships to you guys, so contact me on Discord, also linked in the description, and let's continue. For tip number 2, I actually want to recommend aim training. Now, aim training is something I know a lot of people know about, but just do not do. And aim is something that's going to hold you back the most, whether, now that there's simple edit, editing isn't much of a, disadvantage. So having really good aim is going to be peak for literally everything. Like, if you want to start doing good in game, having good aim is the way to go for that. Like, if you can 185 bailout or just 185 everything, even if you're fighting somebody like Clicks and he comes and yoinks your wall first try because he's just so talented, then that's unfortunate. At least you 185 them and you're dead, right? So have a good aim is big ups. You definitely want the good aim. Comes to tip number 2, I highly recommend not setting in creative and free building unless it's in my 1v1 map. But other than that, setting in creative and free building definitely is not the way to go. You're not going to get better at competitive or whatever it is you need to do sitting there and 1v1ing your demons. It's just not the play. I think your best thing for you to do if you want to do comp is sit in box fights, right? Work on angles, work on the piece, work on aim, do whatever it is you need to do. Or if you want to be like a token player in Zone Wars, which for the people that don't know what token is, it's just wagers. It's 1v1s for money. It's like kind of gambling. But if you want to rather do that, I mean, playing Zone Wars or whatever game mode specifically against another person that is preferably your skill level or a little bit better will actually help you improve so much. I mean, you'll go from being really butt cheeks to not as butt cheeks. Tip number 3 is for my newer players. Now, if you want to get better at the game, but you really just don't know what to do, you don't know what peaks you should be taking or anything like that, actually watching somebody better than you, like a pro, or, just, I know this guy, named Laser that streams on Twitch every day, go greatness. Boy, if you don't pretty much watch better people, especially that Laser guy over on Twitch. So definitely check out my Twitch or anybody that's just better, like a pro. Like, clicks for yeah, I wouldn't watch clicks, but Peterbot, something like that, and you could see like the stuff they do, what angles they take, what rotates they take, and just pretty much VOD review them and make sure you're like paying attention to certain things because you can implement that into your own gameplay and you'd become Jesus. Tip number 5. Now, I just want to throw this one in here. I talked about it in my last video, so if you've seen that, then you already know this tip. If you're on keyboard or mouse, even controller, finding the right key binds, right, or controls or binds, whatever you call it on controller, and the right sensitivity and sticking to it is the best thing you could possibly do for yourself. Now, I'll explain that a little bit further. If you're constantly changing your sensitivity or your keybinds, it's just gonna be really hard to remember everything. It's something called muscle memory, which you need to build on if you want to become, greatness like me. You know what I mean? So like basically, constantly changing your sensitivity, you're not gonna remember, how to hit an edit perfectly or how to hit, a 185 or just anything like that because it's always being changed. Or if you're changing your keybinds, remembering what button is your, edit button, stuff like that. It's just going to be really difficult. So stick to one thing, and I highly recommend building your own sensitivity and your own keybinds. But if you want a good sensitivity to start out with, 2.9, 2.9, 50, 50, 115, 125 on 1600 DPI is probably the best sensitivity you could start with. It's good all around, whether you want to be fast or slow. Now there's a few clips of me on screen. Now I'm kind of a fast player on a low sensitivity, so I just look, I don't know. I look like I play a different sensitivity, but I'm on 2.9, I promise. And, I'm fairly decent. So definitely find your best sensitivity and best keybinds. Now, I made this video as short as I possibly could because, people want to get in and start working on it and trying to get better. So I hope these tips help you out. And if they did, make sure you like, subscribe, share this video to a friend. It would actually mean a lot, especially if you got a friend that's some butt cheeks and he needs to improve. Share it to him. But make sure he doesn't watch the end because he's going to know you called him ass. But anyways, like the video, subscribe, share it to a friend, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.